again. And this is the preparation that I've done and nothing else. I kind of had this page figured out a few days ago, and then I sort of got busy. So I haven't actually done anything else. This is page 2 and 3. Oh, I ripped out this. It's because this isn't actually a Scrooge. It's not what I thought it was. It's not a page from the Scrooge album. I haven't done any of my pockets or anything. All I have done is I've added, okay, these are washi tapes from the Works. They're only £1. And I used this one, which is quite pretty. It's like a little bit of lace, to go down the edge of here. And it kind of evens up the page a little bit. As you look at it by eye, it looks a bit better, which is why it's done. So it's just there. Yeah, that's it. Right, so page 2 and 3 are almost identical. They have all the same pieces. Right, let's get all this. I've had a couple of really early days. I had my MRI scan at the hospital. I was up at 5 in the morning for that. And I've been looking after my twin grandbabies today, my 2 little baby girls, my youngest grandchildren. So I am shattered, but kind of excited to be getting this page done. Coffee. I'll take it off my table because I know I've got a habit of spilling it. Right. Okay. So, let me think. That's for one page. That's for another page. Let me sort this out and then I can... What's that from? That's one of those. So that's for one page with that and that, which means that, and that on another page. I need this and this for a page, and this and this for a page, and I have spares. Okay, so I'm also going to need my scoreboard. I will be using magnets and tabs on this page. I have actually made some little swing tabs, so I have to excuse my little ouchies. I had a blister. Yeah, so I made some swing tabs now just from bits of chipboard, really thin card, and I stuck a bit of paper on one side and coloured them in ink on the other. I haven't actually got any papers printed out, but most of this I can put together without the papers. So, first of all, what you will need is a piece of paper, which is, and I'm going to measure this with this. Right, it's 9, for some reason I have done this at 9 and 5/8. Why, I don't know. And I've done my decorative edge right from the tip. It's 9 and 5/8, and I scored it an inch, no, 3/4 of an inch in, so it's scored at 8 and 7/8. So that's one, and it's 7 1/4 inches across. So 7 1/4 by 9 5/8, and score it on the long side at 8 7/8. You will also need, and bear in mind that because you're having the same piece for both pages, although I'm saying this, you'll need this for this page, what you'll also need to do is 2 lots, because you'll need it for the other page as well. So 2 of those, but only 1 for this page. But you might as well cut them whilst you've got them. Right, the next one, also 7 1/4 inches across here, and this is 8 1/8 of an inch, scored at 7 3/8 of an inch, or 3/4 of an inch. It's a 3/4 of an inch score. Okay, So those are the first two bits you're going to need. And now, do I want to do this to... I think, because this has got a lot of flappy bits, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out an 8 1/4 by 10 1/2 sheet of black paper and do it straight to the black paper. So let's move this out of the way. Grab my card. Cardstock. And this is UK A4 paper, so A4 card. So I know it's already 8 1/4 inches across. And look, that's better. So let's do this at 10 1/2. One for page 2 and one for page 3. Right, so page 2 and page 3, I'm going to start with page 2. So you get your 2 pieces, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Yes, I am. Okay, so I'm going to put my flaps away, the hinge is flapping away from me. I am going to turn it over and put the adhesive on this side. So, double-sided tape. Oh, I haven't even checked to see if my glue bottle's full. I'm just going to run that along. I can't see a thing in this light, it's terrible. Okay, now then. Actually, I didn't want to do it on that side on that one, did I? Oh, it's okay. I'll be fine. Okay. I'm going to mitre these edges in. Not that you need to, not on this bit. Okay. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to tuck this flap behind the base page. So if you're not using base page, you just stick it straight down, but I'm going to have this one tucked in behind. So I know it has to come in 1/2 inch on each side. No, 3/8 of an inch on each side. I might just eyeball this. I'm not in the mood to flap around, and I haven't got my glasses on, and I don't know where they are. They're probably in my bag. I am tizzying. I am all in a tiz. It's what happens when I look after my grandchildren. And once again, if I never hear row, row, row your boat again in my life, it'll probably be too soon. Glue. Glue blocked. I will get this page done today, I swear I will. Okay, so page, base page, eyeball it, and we all know how bad I am eyeballing, so this probably wasn't a good idea. I'm going to have that right up. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty straight. Okay, this one, I do not want it on this side, so I'm going to see if I can peel it off. And if I can't, I'm going to have to just not peel it off. Okay, this one I actually wanted. I'm going to see if I can do it that way. It's not going to show. It'll be fine. So this one, I'm going to stick on top of this one, right at the very top. So this opens up and then this opens up. Simple, huh? Okay. Let's get page 3 out of the way. And you could do the same. But page 3 is slightly different. Aha, let's be brave and do page 2 and 3 together. Yes. No, I still can't see what I'm doing. Look how wobbly that is. I think that's a little bit bright. That could be better. Okay. There it is. Okie dokie. So I'm going to do exactly the same for page 3. So I've set aside page 2 and I'm doing page 3. I'm going to do exactly the same. And to line it up in the middle and then stick that down. And I didn't mark my edges, but that's okay. Probably going to want to do it on here though. And on this one, I want to do exactly the same and stick it on top of this one. One, two. Oh, bad mitering. There. Okay, and this one's going straight on top. Now the difference between page 2 and 3, I have decided. Page 2 is going this way up. Page 3 is going this way. But the flat's going to come down. Just because I wanted it to. I mean, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. But that's how I'm going to have page 3. So, this is my second attempt at doing this bit because I mucked it up. So, page 2 and page 3. Right, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to need 4 pieces that are 6 3/4 by 4 3/4 inches. So 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. You want 4 of those. And then, oops, you're going to score it at 3/4 of an inch and 6 inches on the long side. Turn it round and score it at 4 1/8 down the short side, or if you're doing it this way round, it'll be 3/8 of an inch. But no, 5/8 of an inch. Oh, I really should get that right. 5/8 of an inch, or 4 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so you have to fold in your flats on all 4 pieces. Don't drop your scoreboard. Okay, now, so you want to fold them in, give them a good burnish. Then the long flap you want to fold in the opposite direction to your other two flaps. So if your two side flaps are flapping under, take your long flap and flap it upwards. Okay, now on the upwards flap, the long flap, as it's sticking upwards, you will put, oh, I haven't done anything on there, that's odd. Have I done that wrong again? As it's sticking upwards, you want to put on your double-sided tape. There. Okay. Then flip that back so that you're hiding the double-sided tape, and on the two shorter flaps, so I put the tape on this side, then I flapped it back flat. So I've hidden the tape, and on the two remaining sides, that's where I'm going to put the school tape, double-sided sticky tape, whatever. Oh, that's not good. I just split my tape. Stick it over there. Start again. Okay. Then on, flip it back over. I've got to do it this way or else I forget and make a mistake, which is why I'm doing this again. Flip it over, and on the side without the flap, you want to stick a little bit of skinny school tape, double-sided tape, or if you're using glue, do it in a minute. Okay, so next you want to mitre in your corners. So on the one with the flap, you just want to mitre, well, basically you want to mitre the edges of all your flaps. So you go from the end up to the score line, from the score line back out to the end, and then mitre these edges. Okay, we want to do that to all 4 pieces. Why have I not got tape on here? Deep, deep, deep. One, two, three, right. So let's get all these corners mitered. The lighting's terrible, I can't see a thing. Still, okay, let's just get rid of all these little bits. I don't want them sticking to my page. Okay, now then, the long flap fold underneath, and the 2 shorter flaps fold upwards, so that what you'll have is the 3 taped sides, one of the tape that's not on the flap, and the 2 bits, there's 2 shorter flaps with the tape on facing upwards towards you, and then you need to cut 4 pieces that are 5 1/4 by 4 1/8 of an inch in size, and you need 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Next, on every single one, you want to remove your tape backing just on those 3 sides that are facing up, not on the other side. So you don't want to take your tape backing off the long flap. You want to leave that. Then try not to squidgy your glue. Oh. There we go. Take one of your smaller pieces, the 5 1/4 by 4 1/8, and line it up over the top, and it should fit lovely. There we go. Make sure that's all lined up. Okay, and slightly over. Didn't measure it very well, so I'm just going to trim off the edges, being careful not to cut through my school line, because obviously this is going to be a pocket. Yay. Okay, so what you're left then is with a pocket that opens up on the same side as you've got your flap, and your flap is flapping away from your opening, so it's not going to cover up the opening of your pocket. Okay, and you need 4. So I'm going to stop this, do my other 4, and then I'll be back. 4 pockets done. Page 2 flapping up, page 3 flapping down. Right, so page 2. I need 2 pockets. The rest of it I'm going to set aside for the moment. And these pockets are going to go here and here. Now if you wanted to, you could have them... No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't. You have to have them that way. So, the pocket opening is going to be on the outer edges of the page, and that looks right messy. Let's get that bit better. That's a bit better. And so the pocket opening and the flap are both going to be on the outer edges of the page. So let's get these down. Now the only thing you have to be careful of, 1, don't get glue inside your pocket opening, or else you'll seal your pocket and then it'll be not a pocket anymore, it'll be a flap. Okay, so you want to put it on this edge, but you want to make sure that you can still flap this down. So you'll probably end up with about a 1/16 of an inch gap at the top. Oh, darn it. I was supposed to put in a decorative edge. That's what I was supposed to do. And you want to do the deck. That's why I did it the way I did it, because I wanted to put in decorative edge before I stuck it down. Ay, ay, ay. I'll think of something. Don't panic. Okay. And this one goes this side, so they meet nicely in the middle, and that can still flap down. So that opens up that way and this way. Okay. Now on page 3, although these are flapping down, I think I'm still going to have, actually no, yes, yes, I am still going to have these at the top. Okay, so on page 3, the 2 pockets that meet in the middle are going on the opposite side of the page. Okay, so pocket opening to the outside. One. 2. That in the middle. There we go. Okay. Right, for the next part, you're going to have to make another pocket with a flap, but it's a double-sized pocket, double the size of the other ones. So you're going to start off with one sheet that is 9 3/4 by 6 again, and one piece that is 8 1/4 by, should be 5 1/4, 5 1/4. So on the larger piece that you have here, you score it at 3/4. No, you don't. You score it at, let's get this right. You score it at 3/4 and 9. So on the 9 3/4 inch side, you score it at 3/4 and 9. Turn it around and score it at 3/4. Ta-da! That's it. Next, to mite it in your edges. 1, 2, 1, 2. Next, I want to do the same as you did to the other one. These are, though it's not as important on this one. If you're flapping these up, the shorter side up towards you, flap the longer side away from you. Now, I didn't put my decorative edge into this either. I don't know what I'm going to do. And this says swing tab. Okay, right, now on this one you want to add your smaller double-sided tape to the same side as the flap. So you don't want to put it on this side, you want to put it on the same side as your long flap. So with the long flap underneath and the 2 shorter flaps flapped upwards and in towards you, you put your double-sided tape at the bottom on the same side as your long flap. Put the flap back out. Add score tape, double-sided tape, whatever you want to use. Try to do it in a straight line, not crooked like me. And then to your flaps at the sides. 1, and 2. And like I said, these flaps are flapped inwards. So if I put them out, I've hidden the score tape. Double-sided tape. I've got to stop calling it score tape. It's not score tape. Okay. Miter these top edges, and you're going to do exactly the same thing as you did on the smaller pockets. If you want your decorative edge cut in, do it first. No point me doing mine because I have already made up the other pockets and stuck them down. So take off your score tape from the 2 short flaps and the piece that is not on a flap at all. Take off the tape backing and then put on your slightly smaller piece, which should fit nicely. Pocket, and if you have any hangover, and I have quite a bit, trim it up, being careful once again not to cut through your folds. Okay, this bit at the top I can straighten out with this, as it is the opening of my pocket. It isn't the flap here now, so I'm just going to quickly even that up, make it a bit neater. There we go. Okay, so on page 2, I'm going to have the flap at the bottom here. So actually, I think I'm going to take a little bit extra off of that, which I can do. So the top of this flap, I'm going to take about another 1/16 of an inch off. About that. And see how that fits. Oh, that's much better. Okay. And that will need to be glued down. On this one, obviously, you're going to need that slight gap at the bottom so that this can still fold up. So that is actually folding up better than the other side. I don't actually need to take much off of this. I'm going to take a tiny, tiny bit of it. I'm sorry if I just got my head in the way. I'm just going to take a slither off of here. And if I need to take a second slither off to make it a double slither, I will. I don't think I need to. So, this goes here, this goes here, this will go here. Yeah, that's going to work out fine. So this one's going to go here. And that is basically the pocket, except for I'm going to have, on the top of here, I'm going to have a little booklet stuck straight down, so I need to decorate this first before I can stick it down. I'm going to have a booklet, one on here and one on here. It just opens up. And then I have to figure out where my pictures are going to go. I think I know. Just remember, if you wanted to do this the way I originally intended, you want to have pretty patterns cut in your pockets. And what I was going to do was have fake openings put here. But maybe I will just not do that now. We'll see. So, that is page 2 and 3 done. I will decorate it up and then I will be back to show you it all finished and lovely. And then I've got to stick it into the book, and that'll be page 2 and 3. So I'll be back when this is all decorated, and this, both of them are all decorated. So, back in a mo. It's been a few days since I was last here, and although I haven't stuck them in, and they're not quite complete, it's about time I did show what I have done for pages 2 and page 3. So I'll start with page 2 and I'll tell you what extra I did. Okay, there's a flap here at the bottom which I've added, and obviously on page 3 it's a flap at the top. And the dimensions are, it's 7 1/4 inches across, and it's, let's take a picture out for a moment, it's 6 from the tip here to the first score line. It's 6 1/8 of an inch plus the score line, plus the extra score line of 1/8 of an inch. There's a 1/8 of an inch gusset because this has to hold in quite a lot, so that makes it 6 1/4 inches, and then it's attached to the back. So put that back in a minute, and I'll do this. And the bit at the front here is 11 inches by 5.5 inches folded in half, and I'll start with this bit. I've got a little metal charm here that I've just put on a brad, and that swings open, so it basically just holds this shut. And these are 5.25 inch mats, because obviously it's a 5.5 inch page. So, and that goes like that. Then there's a couple of swing tabs here, and the top flap opens. The top flap was the flap that was already originally there, so you have all this space. This is the extra flap that I've added on, and it's got the swing tabs attached to it. And this one splits down, more room here. This will be attached here. I haven't actually attached my pictures yet, so this will be attached on here. So here's the original longer second flap. This flaps up. Once again, lots of room. How I'm going to show this when it's complete is it's going to be fun. I'll plug that under for the moment. Okay, this is not a pocket. This is just cut as a decorative edge to match this at the top. It does flip down, and it's a pocket as you flip it down, then with lots of space here. Once again, pockets here. These are two small pockets. There's a pocket each side, and they flip open. And then there will be, that's not where I put that underneath, it's a bit lumpy. This will be stuck down, and so will the picture. I haven't actually stuck down the middle of it because I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do for the centre. So that's it. That's page 2. So this folds up, these fold in, this folds down, this folds up, this folds down, swing tabs go on. Swing tab, that was page 2. Page 3. So page 3 is basically the same. You have the 5.5 inch square mat photo booklet at the bottom. Oh, something I should add as well, the tops of these photo booklets, if I swing this one open it up, the very top of it, it's only been stuck down on 3 sides, so there's a little extra space there. So this is at the bottom instead of the top. Swing tabs are here. This swings down, this swings up, this one swings down, and then you've got, same as the other one, the single pocket at the bottom, pocket there, and the 2 small pockets at the top here. And I haven't stuck down this one either. So that's page 2 and 3 all done. And I think they look quite nice together. The way I've coordinated the booklet part with the flap here, it kind of, yeah, thought it kind of looked alright. So that's it, page 2, page 3, that's all done. I know this one's taking me quite a while. I am trying to get it done as quickly as I can, but life is getting in the way slightly at the moment. What with hospital visits and MRI scans and babysitting and or grandma sitting and doing my niece's nails. Hi Caitlin. She's gorgeous. Sorry, I just kicked my scoreboard. She's gorgeous, and I did her nails today, and it took a lot longer than expected. And then my eldest granddaughter came around, and she wanted her nails done as well. So, and I haven't had time to do my own. I've just got them all. But you're not here to see my nails. So, page 2, page 3, complete. Page 4 and 5, I'll show these stuck down into the book when I do pages 4 and 5. These will be stuck in. And hopefully they'll be finished. Oh, excuse me, it's been a very, very long day. Long day. It is now 20 to 3 in the morning. So I'm going to bed now. It's been a long, long day. So that's it. Until next time. Bye bye for now.